just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the New Orleans Saints. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
On first down, it's Newton.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went in.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Jabari Zuniga.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets to drop him.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Winston. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Newton. He's got Mason complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going quickly here to Thomas. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
20. 56 to Mike. 53.
From the gun, here's Newton. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about 1 yard, if that.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Newton. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. This back to the 32-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action. Winston. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Winston. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Winston to give, it's Kamara. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll run it with Kamara, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Off play action. Newton. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A handoff for Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the 50, Newton.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
You got tape. 8. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch out. Watch out.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56.
Now Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play fake. Winston. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's brought in by Harris.
Winston's pass complete to Deontay Harris. It's a gain of 6. First down, Saints.
Winston now from the 50. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
On play action, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin.
Back deep is Philip Dorsett.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Winston. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And Traquan Smith, now in his 4th year from UCF, still expanding his repertoire and finding his way. Makes a nice catch there for a 1st down.
And this one complete to Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To the air again with Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of. Now Winston. Go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And the 1st half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Oh, what a move. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Winston's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Breaks through the contact. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Kamara.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Winston now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, he's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
56 the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, Newton. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to get a score back.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. He's going to keep this again.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
A throw over the middle taken in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jameis now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Winston. Pass incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They go play action. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often
breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Out. Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Saints are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here 56. Right there, 56.
Here's Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
At the 16-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd down and goal. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Throwing is Newton. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st. Play action. It's Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off play action. Newton. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Washington on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Newton throwing again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Off the play fake, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Winston here to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time.
From the 24, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down in 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.